Hey, how's it going? This is week 6 of the VBL-S season 13. I am Sora, coach of the Dover Delmise, and this week we are up against a Titan in Sly in the Waterloo Wattrels. I'm coming into the match at a blazing hot 1-4, and Sly's coming in at a tepid little 5-0. He's already locked in the playoffs. I'm fighting for my life at the bottom of this division to not get last place. So the story of our seasons couldn't be any different. But I don't think that necessarily means that we can't put up a good match. So I've tried to cook a little bit this week. I don't know if any of it's going to actually work. I'm not a chef, that's for sure. I'm a software engineer. You probably don't want to let me cook, but I tried my best to put together some fun stuff. Maybe catch them off guard. Make it a good set even if we don't win. That's always the goal. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the matchup. So as you can see, Sly's team is pretty scary. He has the Rhyperior, which I believe is like the overall kill leader for both conferences. Don't fact check me on that. It was true at one point. He has the Alolan Muck, which has some terrifying synergy with some of the Pokemon on this team. Power of Alchemy will take over the ability of any ally that dies. He's got Moody Scovillain. He's got Prankster Riolu. He's got Levitate Electros. He's actually got 3 Levitators. He's got Pure Power Meditite. So like basically every Pokemon on this team wants to die next to Muck if that's the goal, which is terrifying. And you know, Sly's done a very good job of covering for his ground weakness. So Rhyperior and Muck, weak to ground. You know what's not weak to ground? The rest of the team, basically. There's 3 Levitate users and a flying type on this team. So ground type moves are basically useless against this team. So you'd see, oh, Muck's only weak to ground. Well, good luck hitting it with a ground move if you're not outmaneuvering Sly. So, you know, other than that, there's a few Pokemon here. I wouldn't, you know, the Pure Power Meditite, it could come to give Pure Power to Muck, but I wouldn't really expect it. I would probably expect something like this, or maybe Riolu over Haunter. Maybe Chimecho, like, it really depends. I wouldn't really expect Wugtrio. I don't know about Toucannon. Maybe we'll see Toucannon. But, I mean, obviously, if you look at the stats, the speed here especially, my team is faster than his, like, basically across the board. So obviously Trick Room is going to be a factor in this matchup. I do have Tailwind this week on Pheasantipity just in case. I need to go a little bit faster, but I think we're probably going to be playing a lot in Trick Room this week. So instead of trying to go all in to stop it, I've tried to build my squad in a way where I can just play with it, and we'll see how that goes. That might come back to haunt me. Take a look at the type chart here. Like I said, Sly saw that his 20-point Pokemon was weak to ground and said, nah, son, I ain't getting hit by no ground moves. So that's gonna be, you know, you're not hitting that thing with a ground move. It's gonna make reading that or figuring out the terror and trying to read it in prep like super important, because if this thing tears, it's obviously it's most likely going to tear away from something. It's going to be tearing pretty often, I should say, because it has 2 4x weaknesses. I have a Pokemon of each of these types. That are decent Pokemon. So you would not expect Rhyperior to be on the field and not Terra unless I don't have a Grass or Water move on the field. The problem is that, you know, we don't know the Terra right away. There's no open Terra here. So we're going to have to sort of figure that out as the set goes on, or hopefully he just blows it game 1. Same sort of problem with Muck. Its only weakness is ground. But it's like super easy for Sly to play around the ground weakness, and then he could also just Terra it into something that, like, you know, flying, even if he didn't want to use his billion flying resists or immunities, he could just Terra flying it. So I don't want to fall for the same trap I did against Poppin last week, where Terra flying like absolutely just destroyed my whole career. So we're not really going for that this week. Other than that, though, like Ghost and Dark are pretty good types into this team, and Fairy's pretty decent. Like Haunter's not tanking many hits, so like the fact that it resists Fairy is not really that important. So Yeah, all in all, I think this is a winnable matchup, to be honest, if I can answer the Rhyperior and the Muck without like disrespecting the other options too much. But really, the real threat here is going to be the Rhyperior. There's so many scary things. It could be Lightning Rod with Earthquake next to Electros. Like that's a Disquake. It can do so many different things. So yeah, we're gonna have to try to answer that, and if we can't, it could be a quick 2-0 for Sly, and it could be the end of my season. It might already be the end of my season. I don't quite know yet. I don't think my fate is not completely in my hands anymore. We're still gonna try our best, see what we can put together, and yeah, let's take a look at the team I put together for this week. So this week we are leading off here with Pheasantipity, Terra Ground, just to take care of any. I think Ground, just like the way I looked at the matchup, Ground was the better Terra. I don't really expect to use Terra Ground or to use Terra on Pheasantipity. I think it's probably going to be better used in other ways. But we're running the Ipapa Berry just to get some recovery. We're running enough speed to outspeed everything we outspeed. I think it's Haunter was the benchmark for that. We're running Tailwind again this week. I haven't really doubled down enough on Pheasantipity as a Tailwind user. Now Tailwind is not like amazing in this matchup because I'm already gonna be faster than a lot of things, but it still has its potential usages. In case he ends up going fast for whatever reason, and my slow Pokemon need to find a way to keep up. We're running the beat up strat again, with a couple maybe little tricks thrown in with it. We'll see. They're not. I wouldn't say that it's. We definitely haven't come up with anything super consistent for our strats this week, but we're definitely gonna try to catch some surprises here. Yeah, and then Dazzling Gleam, pretty good spread move, Fairy type. Few resistances on the team, can Toxic Poison, hits both. And then Nasty Plot for setup. I found through using this Pokemon, and spoiler alert, I'm actually dropping this Pokemon after this week. Probably a little too late, but yeah, he's going bye-bye. And I don't think I've really done enough to use this Pokemon correctly. And this week I want to try running a bulky set, but I want to try to set up a little bit. And there's also a couple of things that we can potentially do with that. Next up, we have Sui and Samurott running Terra Dark. This week, we are going for a Choice Band set because I don't need to Scarf this thing, really. It's already plenty fast enough. Idea being that I think it has a pretty decent matchup. Like, Dark is a pretty good type into Sly's team. Obviously, Water is good if we can force a Terra out of anything that's not Rhyperior. Drill Run is a good way to catch things off guard. Like, I haven't run this yet. It's a ground type move that, maybe Muck won't expect the ground type move coming from Samurott, and it'll take a nice hard hit. Ceaseless Edge, like I said, Dark's good against the team, and then Sucker Punch with Choice Band is going to hit pretty hard even without the sharpness buff. Next up, we have Lucario running Justified, Terra Normal, E-Speed. The idea here is that I can beat myself up if I want to, which will give me +4 attack, and then it'll make those E-Speeds hit extra hard. It also, really buffs up the damage of the Bullet Punch in the close combat. So I think Normal is a pretty decent type if we assume Rhyperior is going to Terra into a type that doesn't resist it, because I wouldn't really expect Terra Steel. Maybe like Terra Flying, Terra Grass, or something like that. So Extreme Speed hits both of those, and at +4 it'll hit pretty darn hard even with all that defense. We also have Torterra this week. We're doing the Iron Defense Body Press set. I've put in enough attack. I think it was to kill. It might have been to kill Muck. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was. There was a reason why I did this. It might have been to kill Muck with Headlong Rush. Maybe with Helping Hand. I don't remember. I'd have to double check my notes. We're running the Leftovers. So the idea here is that the scariest Pokemon on the team are Rhyperior and Muck. If I get a bunch of Iron defenses up, then they're going to have a hard time getting through Torterra. I do need to be careful of Ice Punch from Rhyperior. It's something I'll definitely have to play around, but we're Terra fighting just to boost those body presses. Hypno is I might have cooked a little too hard with this. I don't know if this was actually going to be usable, but the idea here, so last week I tried to run Shell Smash Psych Up with Pheasantipity and Torterra, and I didn't get to use it because it was so hard to maneuver it. This week, I wanted to try using a Psych Up strat again, but this time we're doing it with Hypno. And we also have Baton Pass. So the idea is that I could either, beat up my Lucario, switch out my Pheasantipity into my Hypno, Psych Up to get the attack boost, and then Baton Pass to my Samurott, or just Zen Headbutt things. We also have Grass Knot, so we're running a mixed Hypno. So we're Iron Ball min speed to underspeed everything. And we're running Grass Knot because if we Terra Grass, we will one-shot Rhyperior. There are some calcs where I would need Helping Hand to do it if they're Assault Vest and Solid Rock. But yeah, the idea, Grass Knot could probably catch him off guard. Like, you would not expect Grass Knot from Hypno unless you really respected this Pokemon and looked through all its moveset. So we'll see if I can do anything with it. Who knows? It's going to be tough, but we'll try. Finally, we have Banette. We're running Frisk just to get some item information, and we're running Focus Sash because this thing is a glass cannon for sure. This is my better Will-O-Wisper. Like, I could have used Pyra for this, but I didn't really feel like using Pyra again this week. It just didn't feel that great here, except for against like maybe Executor. But Shadow Sneak will still hit Executor. Poltergeist is a pretty good move. We have Helping Hand to boost up some damage and, you know, just do Helping Hand things. And then the idea is that if Rhyperior is not going to tear it into fire, we could maybe get a burn off on it and sort of neuter it that way. I've definitely put a lot of focus into the Rhyperior, and it's still pretty scary. So we're gonna have to see if I can handle it even with all the prep I put in. But yeah, that's the team for this week. I'm feeling pretty okay. You know, there's not really much to lose at this point. If I win, I could like win next week and still not make playoffs. If I lose, like, that's kind of been the pattern this week or this season, so it wouldn't be anything new. We're going to try our best. We're going to try to put on a good match, and we'll see you in a minute. Alrighty. Let me make sure I get everything good here. Okay, so, I mean, it's basic. I didn't really expect Wugtrio, but other than that, there's no Muck here, actually. That's interesting. I do need to be careful about this Quake. That's obviously possibly a thing. Though on lead, like, I guess Scovillain's kind of scary, too, because I decided not to run... what's it called? The safety goggles on Pheasantipity to avoid rage powders, so I have to be careful of that. I mean, Hypno on lead's not amazing, but we can bring in the back. We could go Fez Lucario, Hypno, and here, is it Banette or is it Samurott? Or is it Torterra? It's tough without knowing the Terras, obviously. If we're going to be in Trick Room, I'd rather have Torterra than Samurott, though I do have Sucker Punch. Let's do Torterra. Right. Because I can threaten beat up if they don't lead Scovillain. I can let them get Trick Room. Bring Hypno in the back to Psych Up. And then just start going to him. Going to town, I guess. Hopefully, that's the plan. Samurott is like okay if I can get the anything but Rhyperior to Terra, but I don't know how likely that is. Banette might be fine actually with Sash as like a free switch in. And for Burn, Shadow Sneak is good on, probably good on Haunter. No, let's go Samurott. Go with the plan. So it's Wugtrio and Haunter. I don't know what Wugtrio even usually does. Kind of tempted to just... Do I just let Trick Room go up? So this is Levitate. This is... maybe Gooey, I don't know. I could just beat myself up. And go for damage on Wugtrio. I'm faster than Haunter. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. Ah, Bulldoze, that's smart. So I lose some speed here. And I beat myself up. Okay, Gooey, my speed, what am I gonna do without my speed? I just have to be careful. Okay, it's Electros. I mean, does he think I'm gonna E-speed? Do I think E-speed just kills if I don't Terra? I'm not like super confident that it does, to be honest with you. I don't know if I want to burn the Terra, though. I could just... I mean, I'm so slowed. I'm probably faster than this thing with Pheasantipity, so I could just Dazzling Gleam E-Speed and hope he doesn't Terra Ghost me. That'd be unfortunate if he Terra Ghosted me. But, we're just gonna believe that there's no Terra Ghost coming. Bop. Alright, Lucario, you did your job. Maybe we can't poison this. We do some damage. And we'll go Samurott. I still have my Terra, so I can Terra Dark. This thing's gonna have to Terra. Like, it has no option but to Terra. I'm kind of tempted to... We'll just Dazzling Gleam. And what do I mean, do I hard read the Terra, or do I just go for, like, Ceaseless Edge or something middle ground? Because, I mean, I can't... he's gonna resist Aqua... Like, he probably... It could be Terra Grass. So I think Ceaseless Edge is just the better option here. Right? Dazzling Gleam, Ceaseless Edge. Pheasantipity is slower than Haunter, but, like, so what? Aqua Cutter is, like, so... Pressing Aqua Cutter here is so obvious that, like, he's gonna Terra, and it's gonna be, like, Terra Grass or something. I think Dark is such a good offensive type, it's Terra Flying. Ooh, with Thunder. Is this special? I missed. Oh my god, I missed. Poison? I missed. Lightning Rod moment. Lightning Rod moment. That's bad, actually, that I missed. Terra Dark, Ceaseless Edge plus Zen Headbutt is probably not enough to kill. But, like... I don't miss twice, do I? 97? If they protect, then, like, I might be cooked. It'd be kind of sad to lose from this position, to be honest. But I might. If this... Actually, no. It's gonna die to Toxic. Okay. Hypno moment, baby. Do I die to Shadow Ball? I don't know. I do. He crits me. Oh, no. GG. Okay, so that sucks. I think... I mean, I don't know if that would have killed. I missed Ceaseless Edge and I got crit. But that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes life's against you. All right. I mean, that was almost really good. Like, if I had hit that Ceaseless Edge, damn, would have won that game. I don't know if the crit... I would assume the crit Shadow Ball probably mattered, but, like, who cares, right? It doesn't change the outcome at this point. So it's Terra Flying on Rhyperior. That's interesting. So Torterra kind of cooked in this matchup now. Hypno kind of useless unless I get to do the thing. He's not going to just let me beat up again, probably. Which kind of makes me want to just go like a more offensive lead, like immediately offensive. Like Frisk Banette with like Samurott, Banded, go for as much damage as I can on something, and then maybe Terra Normal, E-Speed Lucario in the back if he wants to Terra Flying. Do I want Pheasantipity or Torterra? I mean, Hypno's like okay if he doesn't just get whacked, but it's tough. Okay, Riolu and Scovillain. This could be Sunny Day and then some stuff. It's a Violate, Mirror Herb. Okay. I need to be careful here of a grass type move, but and I can't really burn it or anything crazy like that. I don't think Riolu gets... It's gonna be like coaching or something. Ceaseless Edge might kill this. It's going to be very fast, though, if he presses Sunny Day. Which means I might need to Terra Dark. Is that with Terra? I could Sucker Punch, but like, what if he Rage Powders? I could just go Poltergeist to get out of here, or I could Shadow Sneak for damage. What's it gonna do with Mirror Herb? Is it gonna, like, it's not gonna coaching me, right? Maybe Swagger? Prankster Swagger, he might get that. Wonder how much a Banette move does to Scoville. Poltergeist can kill. I mean, can kill, we'll see. Actually, I shouldn't do that because they're gonna eat their Mirror Herb. So I should go Shadow Sneak and Terra. Do I Terra Dark here, or do I like accept the fact that I might just get cooked? I'm gonna Sucker Punch. Shadow Sneak. Okay. What's this guy doing? Coaching. Okay. Priority, baby. Okay, so now Rhyperior is gonna have to Terra Flying. I can burn it. I am locked into Sucker Punch, but I'm kind of okay with that. Do I want to switch out and preserve the Sucker, or to preserve this? I could go to Fez. Fez doesn't do a lot. Let's do that. Let's burn this thing, hopefully. He coachings. Please hit the Will-O-Wisp. We hit the Will-O-Wisp. They Rock Slide. Alright, so now he's Terra Flying and he's burnt. Banette is not going to do a whole lot of damage to him. But I can probably just bop this Riolu. And then I can't, unfortunately I can't poison this anymore, but that's okay, I think. He's just gonna keep boosting himself. It's scary, but I miss Poltergeist. Okay. That's life, I guess. I mean, he's taking damage over time. It did 13%, 38%. I mean, it's going to be a problem if he gets super boosted, but I am going to be faster than him. So if I get him low enough, like, it might just be enough, even if I lose 2 Pokemon. We don't know this thing's item, but that's okay. Will Poltergeist and Dazzling Gleam? I think. Do I need to get rid of this? Do I need to get rid of this Riolu immediately? I just don't want to... I mean, I could double it. Make sure I don't get screwed by a miss again. Alright, so I mean, this thing's doing Mondo damage. Mondo damage, that's for sure. Oops. In game 1, it did switch moves. It has Earthquake. I mean, I don't know if I'm getting through this, to be honest with you. It's not really the attack that's the problem, it's the defense that's the problem right now. He can't press an electric move unless it's discharge, but he wouldn't want to discharge because he's flying. Yeah, I do like no damage to this thing actually, which is a problem. I mean, we could go for the critical hit chance on Aqua Cutter and just press Gleam. I don't know. Maybe we crit. We kind of deserve it. No, we don't get it. We're gonna lose 2 here. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Unless Terranormal E-Speed can kill. But that's not happening, I don't think. If I protect to chip down from burn, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Okay. I just have to hope that this is enough. Oh, I see why he did that. He thought I was gonna E-speed. Is there like a world where I live? The problem is, I don't know if I take 2 Thunderbolts, right? And I need... Close combat could kill that. This is why you don't run Lightning Rod, by the way. Just run Solid Rock. I've seen it happen to so many people. What is my best play here? Terranormal E-Speed can kill. It's not guaranteed to kill. And then I get Thunderbolted. And then maybe I kill it with Close Combat. I guess that's the play. And we just hope. And we hope we don't get parried, basically. Or that this thing's not, like, juiced out the gourd with special attack. He hasn't revealed Protect on this, so I'm just going to assume it's Assault Vest. But you know what assumptions do. I played this game, too, pretty poorly, I think. Maybe I was a little tilted from game 1. Maybe I should have, like, taken more of a deep breath, but... It's still winnable, I think. It really depends. Nah, we don't get the knockout. Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, that's a shame. I wish it could have been a better set, to be honest. I'm not really that surprised I lost. But I am kind of sad that it couldn't go to a third game at least. That's a bummer. But I think that's kind of the story of my season. Is like, I don't know. I didn't really get a lot of good luck when to like bail me out of bad plays, and I got bad luck to bail me out of good plays, or to screw me over on good plays. But it is what it is, you know. Like it's not like I would have just won the set straight out. You know, maybe Haunter just kills without a crit. I don't know. I think just doing like a quick review of this game. I think I should have killed Riolu faster. I think once I killed this and burned Rhyperior, I kind of felt like I was in a really good position to just win by killing everything but Rhyperior. But letting this thing get actually missing Poltergeist, I think lost this game too, right? Because like it's only +1, but it's burned, so it's like -1 basically. And then next turn, it's basically neutral. The defense is still a problem, but like 38, I'm like fairly confident that this Poltergeist would have killed. Let me check. Yeah, I mean, that's with a Violate. Say it's max HP, max defense. Like, it's probably killing, very likely killing. But we missed that. That's okay. I mean, that's what you get for running, what's its 90%? And 90%. So we missed 2 90%, and I think both of those cost us potential 2-0. So Riolu would be dead here. So this thing would be +2 defense and basically neutral attack. Instead, they get up another coaching, which is going to come in later because it's going to survive the extreme speed. And they get a little bit more attack, so they're basically +1 here. So I think... I mean, that's tough. Because, yeah, it's like you take more damage to the Aqua Cutter there. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it would have definitely been dead to E-Speed if it took more damage to Aqua Cutter, or if it was only, you know, +2 defense. And then I don't know the set on Electros, but depending on the set, like I could have won with Lucario from this position, but we'll never know, unfortunately. But yeah, that's gonna do it. That's also gonna be the end of my hopes. I mean, even if I won, I wasn't guaranteed to make in the playoffs. Like I would have had to win out and get some luck, I think, and there's probably a very small chance I could have made playoffs and, like, you know, maybe have a miracle run or something. But that's gonna, like, there's no coming back now. It's over. So it's a tough end to a pretty disappointing but still fun season. We made some free agent moves for next week, so we're going to see a slightly revamped, actually pretty revamped, to be honest. I'm dropping Fezandipity, Raichu, Dipplin, and Banette, I think. And then we picked up Vikavolt. I don't remember, I need to double check. But Vikavolt's the main pickup that we got. We got Fletchinder in order to do some fastness, some prankster tailwind, basically. We got Mischievous for Trick Room, and we got Grookey, just because I needed to spend points. So we're going to see it's not going to matter in the long run, but we're going to see a slightly revamped team next week. Maybe I can cook up something fun, maybe kill some hopes for playoffs for other people, because that's all we can really do at this point, is play spoiler to other players. So yeah, that's going to do it. I will probably still do a video next week. We'll see. But if not, it's been a, tough season, to be honest. It's been very disappointing. But I guess not surprising, because I really wasn't prepared when I came in this season. I think I just, like, the first 2 weeks I was just completely lost. I didn't know what I was doing. And then, like, once I finally started to feel like myself again, like I was starting to play Pokemon again, picked up a win, a couple of close matches, a little bit of RNG here and there. It's gonna be 1-5. We're gonna try to make it 2-5, but no promises. Yeah, it's a tough one, but what can you do? We go next, and GG's to Sly. Hope you finish off the undefeated season next week, and maybe even go on to win the whole thing. That'd be pretty cool for our division to have the winner in it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me for this week. We will maybe see you next week, depending on my mood, but most likely I'll do a video of some kind. So yeah, until then, thank you for watching, and see ya.